Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's a new day, a new start to the week. Today marks day 37. It's November 29th, 2021. So now it's time to go to the junkyard. I had the car packed for a while now, since I think Wednesday. Today's Monday. So I've been driving around with all this stuff in the back of my truck. Basically, it's all of my aluminum, stainless steel, and cords. I do have some regular steel in there because I just had it. My grandpa was throwing away his barbecue, so that's one thing that compiled. But I'm excited to see how much we get from the junkyard. We got copper, we got stainless, we got aluminum, we got steel, we got the whole package. So off to the junkyard now, let's go. Alright guys, we made it. Right now I'm gonna offload our stainless, copper, aluminum mixed, aluminum, and get that on the scale first. Then I'm gonna go to the scale in the back and offload our steel. As you see here, everything is pretty much all sorted. I got the steel in the back and hopefully I get a big amount of money for it. So we got rid of some metal. Now we're going in the back to discharge our steel, and then we'll get paid. Alright guys, so we just offloaded the last of the steel. And now we have pretty much an empty truck. I forgot to bring something over, but the amount of junk I had, it created a line, so I'll just go the next time. It was just a faucet, so it wasn't really that much. So now I'm just gonna weigh my truck, and then we'll be good to go. Get paid and go home. So I got 2 tickets because I guess it was too large of a quantity to list everything. So in the end, I'm stoked. Let me break down everything before I say the price. So the first thing I got was copper. I got 7 pounds of copper, and at $2.60 per pound, that came out to $18.20 worth of copper. Next was brass mixed. I only had a pound, but a pound is still $1.80. So we can add that to the total. I had ICW. I broke it into small strand and big strand. They still gave me big strand for the little bag that I had. That was 2 pounds, and at 85 cents per pound, that's $1.70. But I'll add the big strands to that later. Next is computer scrap, because they contain a little bit of gold in it. That's what the junkyard's after. They gave me 15 cents per pound, and since I had 7 pounds, they gave me $1.05 for just those computer boards. One of the bigger things was aluminum. Now, aluminum is 40 cents per pound, and I got 60 pounds worth of aluminum, bringing my total to $24 in just aluminum alone. Now, I looked at the website and I thought stainless steel was a different price, so I separated it accordingly. But they gave me 40 cents per pound. It's just the way that they have been doing it for years, but I haven't done a big load like this in years. So I just separated them, but in the end it was the same price, and I had 21 pounds of stainless steel, which equates to $8.40. Next up is the ICW. The ICW, like I said, I had 2 pounds before, but this time with the big stuff, I had 20 pounds. So 20 times 85 cents per pound is equal to $17. Second to last, I had dirty aluminum. I had some motors and chairs, so I just threw that into a pile, and we got 43 pounds worth of it. At 15 cents per pound, that equates to $6.45. The last thing, I just had some steel in the back of my truck, and I didn't have much. I had 120 pounds, and that 120 pounds at 8 cents per pound is equal to $9.60. So once you add everything up together, we got $88.20 for 281 pounds of scrap metal. Having $88 in my hand is definitely a reminder of why I do this. Not only am I going around town, getting some exercise, I'm also getting some money on the side. And this is a great day for the $1,000 side hustle challenge. And I look forward to going around and getting more junk to just bring back. And next time, hopefully I could hit another payday like this. So I'm just gonna get the car started, and then we are gonna go back home, probably get some lunch, and think of more ways to make money and achieve this $1,000 goal. Alright guys, so it's the next day. Today is November 30th, 2021, and yesterday was a good day. So after I went bowling, I went around the neighborhood, and I ended up finding a lot more stuff than I thought. So it was late. It was 12 a.m. or 12:30 by the time I got back into town. But I ended up going around doing a few laps, and I found a stove, and I found a lot of stuff, a lot of scrap steel. Someone had a moving sale, and they threw out everything that they didn't sell, so I managed to get a lot of scrap steel in the back of my truck. Now, I couldn't get everything, unfortunately. It was late. I didn't want to wake anybody up. And they had a few extra things. They had a treadmill, and they had a filing cabinet. A nice and easy, around 200, 250 pounds. But my intent was to make one trip, go back and get it. But I already looked on my way home from a appointment this morning that those items are no longer there. I'm happy with what I got. I got a lot. Hopefully it reflects well on the scale, but it's very exciting that I just made that $88 trip yesterday, and I have more to drop off now. Alright guys, so we made it to the junkyard, and it looks like a heavy load, so let's see what they give us, and let's start the time lapse. Well, that was a close one, guys. Totally forgot my GoPro was up there. And that could have ended badly. Luckily, I had acceleration in my favor. But, whew! Wow. Anyway, we got 420 pounds today. And the big help was that stove with the glass. And the fact that they didn't see the stove when I initially put the truck up onto the scale. So I got 8 cents per pound for the junk that was in the back of my truck. And at 8 cents a pound, times that by 420 pounds, I got $33.60 or $34 as they gave me. So I feel like that's a good run, just for after bowling, just going around the neighborhood and getting lucky and hitting that little jackpot. So again, I'm pretty happy with the results. Plus I have some aluminum that I gotta sift through. I also found a little scooter. And the thing I've always really wanted, I've always wanted a unicycle, but I finally found one. So hopefully I can repair it and maybe test it out. Next stop for me is going to the post office. So yesterday also, I sold one of my Wii games on Mercari. I sold one of my Donkey Kong games, and that's one of the games that I did find on the side of the road, in addition to like last week's episode, Mario Party 9. So someone finally pulled the trigger, and I got $11, but after Mercari's fees, I'm looking around $9.18, meaning that this week is on track to be the best week so far, bringing in already almost $130 before expenses. So onto the post office so that I could drop off this Wii game, and that'll be it for the day. I'm probably gonna go out in my truck again. Probably gonna go out again tonight to look for some more scrap, since tonight is junk night. Tomorrow the trucks will be coming, so hopefully I can fill up the truck again and get another load for tomorrow. Alright guys, it's the next day. It's December 1st. I went bowling again yesterday. I'm kind of on a hot streak with bowling. I've been going so often now. But at the same time, it was junk day this morning. So yesterday everyone put their junk out, and we got a small little load. So what I found was a bunch of poles and some skis, a couple chairs. But the big ticket item right now is that filing cabinet, as well as a nice little mini fridge. So hopefully we can get a little bit of money today. The filing cabinet is pretty heavy, but other than that, I didn't find much else. I'm expecting around 200 pounds, which isn't too bad for only driving 4.5 miles yesterday. And another thing I found, my brother wanted actually a little Christmas tree, and someone was throwing it out, so I gotta see if it works. Probably doesn't, but at the same time, it doesn't need to work for him to be interested. It's free, so we'll see if he wants it. But onto the road for the junkyard. Alright guys, like I said, we are on our way to the junkyard. I'm gonna take it nice and slow today because I don't want anything flying out the back of my truck. But everything is pretty much all secured. Some things are a little loose, but that's why I'm gonna take it nice and easy today. But yeah, we're doing good so far in the challenge. Definitely the $88 helped. We sold a Wii game and we went to the junkyard one more time for $34, so we're on track for our best week yet. And it's only halfway through the week, and this little load definitely will help bring that up. But like I said, this week's not over yet, and there's still more junking to do, and I do plan on trying out DoorDash and Uber Eats to see how much I can generate during the winter season. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys at the junkyard. Alright guys, time to go back onto the scale, then get paid, and back home to do more. Alright guys, so that was a little bit more junk than I expected. When we first went onto the scale, we weighed 5,160 pounds. After I took out all the steel, we weighed 4,820 pounds, meaning that we had 340 pounds worth of scrap metal in our truck. At 8 cents a pound for scrap steel, that means we got $27.20, or $27 that the junkyard gave us. Which, again, is a lot more than I expected, but at the same time, it's all earned. I do have a little bit of aluminum still in the back, as well as some skis. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, probably just throw them out. I don't really need them. But $27 after gas, it looks like this will be about $4 worth of gas. You know, $23 profit, that's all we really hope for. So hopefully I can find some more stuff. Maybe some people are throwing some stuff out with their recycle. That's also usually the case. But for now, I got my bed cleaned up, and now I'm gonna do a couple errands, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, what's up? It's a new day. Today is December 2nd, 2021. And yesterday I went to the gym. I signed up for a new membership. I gotta lose some weight in time for my cruise in January. So I'm gonna be documenting that as well in another video series. So stay tuned for the release of that. But after the gym, I knew it was recycle night and I said I'd go out, and I did. Initially, I thought I wasn't gonna get anything, but I was wrong again, which is a good thing because I found a couple things that are big. So I got a treadmill, a light post, a little baby carriage, and a bench bar. I also got a few water bottles to try to get some of my money back for gas because I did an extra 2 miles and I didn't find anything. So that's also another side hustle I might want to try to get into and document so that you guys have an idea of ways to make more money other than just scrapping. So my plan is to go to the junkyard, then go to Stop and Shop to return these bottles. Then I got a couple errands to run. I gotta go to the bank. I ordered $1,000 worth of $2 bills and they came today. And other than that, I might get something to eat later. So onto the junkyard right now to drop off the stuff, get paid, go to Stop and Shop, return the bottles, then Capital One, and I'm back home. Alright guys, so the junkyard's pretty empty. I can just back up at my leisure. Starting weight was about 49.80. So about to discharge the 4 items that I have. Again, it's not much, but it's enough for a small little payday and to get the back of my truck all cleared out. Again, like I said, it was just a quick little drop off. Not really expecting much weight, maybe around 200 pounds or so, but only the scale will tell us. So here we go, onto the scale. Alright, so I just came up short of 200, and I got an extra 20 pounds. I would have got an extra $2 more. But in the end, I got 180 pounds, which isn't terrible for just driving around the neighborhood. And 180 pounds is equal to $14.40. So I got paid $14 for this run. Expenses, I'm only estimating about 10 to 11 miles, so about $3 worth of gas. So in the end, I profited $11 from this small little run, and that's enough for me to be satisfied because like I said yesterday, this is one of my biggest weeks yet in terms of junking. So a lot of cash flow, a lot of profit, and I'm just excited to be doing this. We only have 30 days now until the challenge ends, so I gotta make as much as I can to satisfy this $1,000 goal. So an extra $11 in my pocket, I think that's a win in my books, especially since I did a last minute run after going to the gym. Now I'm just on my way to Stop and Shop to get rid of those maybe 20 bottles. And like I said, that mostly will be all profit. Stop and Shop's not too far out of the way. It's probably like about maybe a mile or so off route. But on my way to Stop and Shop, then the bank, and then back home to figure out what I'm doing next week. Alright guys, so I went to Stop and Shop and I just went to the bank. I got $1,000 worth of $2 bills, but for the purpose of this challenge at Stop and Shop, I returned 23 bottles, and that got me $1.15. Now I remember back in the day, I used to get up to about $40 doing this a day. So I might want to explore that option later on in this challenge. And here I thought that also scrap metal was dying because of the cold weather. Scrap metal hasn't been dead yet, and it's been a good week for that. But I believe that this is the end of the week, unless I sell something on Mercari. Other than that, It's been a really good week, and I'll see you guys at home discussing all the money that I've made, the expenses, and our most recent up-to-date total of the $1,000 side hustle challenge. Alright guys, I'm out for the day. Alright guys, it's time to break down exactly how much I earned this week. Now, like I said, this week was a big one, and crunching all the numbers, I brought in more than half of what I originally started with from last week. So just to let you know, I brought in $300.57 at the halfway mark of this challenge as of last week. So here's the numbers, guys. So I'm going to start with junking. Now, I brought all my loose metals to the junkyard, and I was paid very well. That trip I got $88. After expenses, about $85 went in my pocket. I went to the junkyard 4 times this week, and I managed to bring in $163. Now, after $11.91 worth of expenses, which was gas, I was able to profit $151.09. In addition to going to the junkyard, I also sold one of my Wii games on Mercari. I sold Donkey Kong Country Returns for $11 on Mercari. After fees, I was given $9.18. So not too bad with that. I still have a few other games on Mercari that I'm looking to sell. I keep on dropping the price. Hopefully someone is interested in them next week or the week after, or hopefully by the end of this challenge. I still have that one big game, which is Fortune Street, hoping to get at least $30 for that game. So if you're looking for any games for the Wii on Mercari, there's going to be a link in the bio. How about that? The second to last form of income was bottles. Now, I really didn't plan on doing bottles, but it made up for some gas, and that's the only reason why I got them. Here in New York, you get a 5-cent deposit for each bottle you bring back to a store to return. And for me, I'm in New York, so I grabbed 23 bottles off the street, returned them to Stop and Shop, and was given $1.15. Last week, after having a good week, I decided to deposit $188 into my bank account, meaning that there's $395 of the $1,000 side hustle challenge in my bank account. And as for interest, again, I earned 0.4% in that account, meaning that I'm estimated to get 4 cents worth of interest. So I can add that to the total. And out of those 4 things, my total for the week is $161.46. Again, more than half of what the total was last week. So I'm really looking forward to another good week, and I'm already doing right for next week. My truck is loaded. I just went out a few hours ago to pick up some junk that I saw on the side of the road on my way to the gym. So I have probably another 100 to 200 pounds of steel in the back of my truck just waiting to go to the junkyard on Monday. So I can't wait to start off the week strong. But as for me, the $161.46 added to last week's total means that we're up to $462.03 to conclude the week. Alright guys, time to edit this video, post it, and I'll see you next week.